I've purchased some eyeglasses in Flipkart recently, and I received small size eyeglasses, and I had to return them. And I created, I raised a written request, and it was in process, and they were taking a while, and so they took almost like 4 or 5 days, uh, grace period or a time period to pick, do the return pickup. And this is a kind of a fraud or some kind of rubbish, or some kind of fraudulent business that Flipkart is doing. When the customer raises a written request, they are not immediately doing the written pickup, or letting the customer choose a date for the written pickup. So they are just taking the written request, and then whenever they have their executive available in a certain period, let's say after raising the request, they say within next few days your written pickup will be taking place. So in those few days you have to be waiting for that executive to give you a call and then say he's coming for the written pickup. What happens here is you'll be waiting for that during that period, and you will not receive any call, and that executive may or may not do the pickup, and then without your knowledge the return will be cancelled. Then you'll realize that then you'll be waiting. So after that, probably after waiting for a few days, you will realize that nobody is calling you. Then you will go and check in your Flipkart account, and then you realize that the return got cancelled. So you will have a few more days left out. So you will again raise another request, and then same thing will happen. They'll say your request has been received, and your return pickup will take place in another few days. So again you'll be waiting. Again the same thing happens. Nobody is going to come and then do the pickup thing, and then the return will be cancelled. So by this time your the main 14 days return period will be over, and as you reach out to the customer care people, and they say the 14 days return period is already done, so we cannot do anything. So this is a company policy. So this is some kind of fraud, some kind of cheap tricks, cheap uh, policy, some kind of cheap game that Flipkart is playing. So this has to be spread over, and this need to be this should be an eye opener, and everybody should be aware of this. And this happened to me. This not just happened one time, this happened to me for a couple of times. First time I was lucky enough to raise the request in the last far of the moment, like in a day, one day, in a one day, the last day was I was lucky to see the return got cancelled. The second time return got cancelled on the last day of the return date, and I again raised the request, and I was so lucky to have somebody call me and then pick the the products. And then second, it also happened again, and this time I became the victim of this fraud. I became the the person to face this ridiculous, frustrating experience. See, the point is, it's not about money. It's all about the time. It's all about the hopes, and it's all about the the mind you have given to run this whole written process. Anyway, so I'm putting this photographs or whatever that I have, that I raised the request. And it, see, again, this is very strictly I'm saying, I did not do I did not cancel it. they accepted that it is their own mistake, that it's got cancelled without my knowledge. So it is very open that Flipkart is itself is accepting this mistake, and it is a it's a very huge you know a fraud, a very huge thing for a customer to look at. So go through this, the couple of photographs that I've had with regard to this written stuff, and the audio call that I had with the Flipkart executive. Thank you.
Hello? Hello?
Good morning, I'm Brian calling from Flipkart.
Yeah, hi. My name is Vinay. This is regarding my latest order.
Vinay, I'm very sorry to interrupt. Your name is Vinay, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Vinay, for confirming your name. I'm very sorry to interrupt, Vinay. Your voice is very slow. Can you please speak somewhat louder? I request you.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Please tell me.
Okay. There's a latest order, some eyeglasses, I think it's spectacles. I have raised the return for
Clear
a...
Deco full rim, aviator frame.
Right,
Price is $499.
right. I think there's some... I don't understand what I have to name this. Some stupid thing. I don't understand what is actually the functionality or the process going on with Flipkart for my latest orders. Actually, forget about the latest orders. Let's talk about the current order, the latest one which I have done. Clear Deco full rim aviator frame. This is kind of going crazy. I have created return for a couple of times, and again this got cancelled, and I don't have the return option now.
Okay, Vinay, the product was delivered to you on 18th of April, and you have raised the return request on 19th. It got cancelled on 24th. Then again on 24th, you have raised the return request. It got cancelled on 29th.
Right.
Right. The product has a 14-day return policy.
Okay. See, that's not my mistake, right? Who cancelled it?
I totally understand, Vinay, that it's not your mistake, and I'm very sorry for the trouble you have been through.
No, this is not trouble, yeah. I mean, this is going crazy. I'm done doing business. I'm done buying anything in Flipkart. I'm totally messed up with this kind of, fraudulent business. If I don't cancel it, how can anybody cancel it? It has to be Flipkart, right? It is only you and me doing this buying and sell. Whatever you're buying, and then I'm buying or taking whatever it is. Who will do that?
So, see, Vinay, I understand it's not your mistake. You have raised the return. It got cancelled on 29th. And today is 4th. You are contacting after 4 days.
What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? You tell me. Should I be waiting and then watching, sitting in front of my, Flipkart website and then watching whether it is getting cancelled or whether it is being processed? What do you want me to do? You tell me that. Should I be doing that? I'm in a assumption that the process is still going on. In the last conversation I had with somebody, with one of your customer care executive, I told them this is what is going on. They clearly assured me that the process, the return request is already raised, sir. So wait for the certain time. It will be done, and it will be, since you have already raised the request, even if it gets cancelled, you can just give us a call, and then we will take care of the things. This is how things go, goes with, Flipkart. No, this is ridiculous, yeah. I mean, I seriously getting pitched off with the kind of this, I don't know what I have to name. Do you really realize what's going on? Who cancelled it? First thing. Two times, yeah, two times. Not just this. I even had the same kind of experience before.
I understand, Vinay. Completely understand that this is not what you have expected. See, due to some reason, the return got cancelled. Okay, and as the return got cancelled, there will be a timeline of
Who
72
can?
hours.
No, no. Let me ask
If
you.
you
See, whose fault is this? Whose the mistake is this? If you have cancelled it, you are supposed to intimate me that the return is cancelled. Either you want to continue with the same request. If I cancel the return, then it is my job, right? Do you
if you
agree
have
or not? Do you
contacted
agree
within
or disagree? You tell me that. If I cancelled,
I completely agree. I completely agree. Without being, making any attempt for the pickup, the return got cancelled, right? I completely understand it's not your fault, but every company has some policies, right? When I just give
see,
me one
no,
minute,
see,
let me go through it once. So it
heights
was
here.
delivered on
This is
18th.
heights, extreme heights. I'm in extreme pain. What is going on? It's not just about this, bloody small money. It's all about how this whole thing is being operated now. Should I continue buying anything in Flipkart? I'm definitely going to put this bloody thing in, every social media site, man. Damn it. What is this? Who cancelled it? And now without my intervention, and then you guys have cancelled, and now you're saying that the what do you call this? The grace period or the return period is already over.
See, whenever the return is cancelled, okay, or rejected, you will get notified to
No,
it.
I did not receive any response. I did not receive any SMS. I did not receive anything from your side.
You didn't receive any update
Nothing.
from the Flipkart that your
No,
product is
I
cancelled
did
or
not receive.
rejected or returned.
So please, I'm sorry, here. I'm already frustrated. I'm kind of losing my temper right now. Seriously, my BP is raising to extremes. This should not happen. I did not receive. I'm trying my best to hold my tongue. I did not receive
Okay.
anything.
Okay. Vinay, I understand if I was in your place, I would have been equally upset. Please don't worry. I will transfer your call to the senior to provide you a better information related to this. Okay, Prasanji?
You're putting me to senior supervisor. Come on.
Yes. Because see, I'm very sorry. Even I have to work under policy, right? If the policy ends, then I'm very sorry. Nothing can be done related to this. I would have been more than happy to help you, Vinay. And I really want to help you with this. So, may I please transfer your call to the senior?
I don't know how is it going to help, but do it. I don't know who the other person is going to be speaking about the same thing, but this is kind of you are playing with human minds, basically human frustrations, human anger. You are so relaxed and then speaking in that way where the customer is so frustrated because of, see, if it is like straightforward answer, when I raise a written request, if you told me right on my face that we are not going to accept your return, then there ends the matter, right? But now I raised the request. First time it's got cancelled without my intervention, and then I said, okay, fine, some mistake, communication error, or whatever it is. I again raised the return request, and this without my intervention again got cancelled. Now we are saying that this is all over. Where is it going? You straightforward tell me, yeah, you lost your money, just bloody shut this call and then stop doing business or stop buying in Flipkart. I'm happy to listen that. I'm done, seriously done with this kind of bloody business.
When I haven't mentioned your feedback here, I understand this is not what you have expected when you were placing the order, Vinay. And Flipkart doesn't want its customer to go through such experience, but there are some policies, right? Some timelines and all.
Whose policy is
I
that, yeah? Whose policy? Did I breach the policy? You tell me that. Did I breach the policy? Did I
please be
cancel the
online.
did I cancel the return? You asked me.
Vinay, it got cancelled due to some unexpected reasons, okay? Some unforeseen reason and
Unexpected is
no
not, see,
specific.
unexpected is not something which is related to me, right? It is related to something in air which happened without anybody's knowledge. But here, my job I did. Haven't I done that or not? You tell me that. You answer me this question. Haven't I done that or not? I did my job raising the written request and I waited for that, and now I realize I'm just going through my orders and then realize, damn, this order is again, not cancelled. The last conversation I had with the customer care guy, they clearly told me that you don't have to be worried. Even if it gets cancelled, since you have already raised the written request, you can just give us a call. That's what the conversation happened. Anyways, yeah, seriously. God damn it, shit. And the reason why I'm getting frustrated is because I've waited all these days, man. I literally waited for these many days to see myself in this kind of situation. Finding myself that such a bloody fool I am, wasting all my money, wasting all my temper and everything in this, hoping and you know, putting my trust on this kind of goddamn business. Seriously, Flipkart ruined it, man. Seriously ruined it. This is not first time happening. I had this kind of experience before also. For which one? I should see. There's some product that I've ordered, and I think the same thing. Okay, see, there's a Florida new stylish combo pack caps. That also happened the same thing. They cancelled it for 2 times, and luckily I was, it came to my attention. I was having a glance at my Flipkart account, and then I realized, okay, hey, again this got cancelled, and I again need to raise the request, written request.